Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yes. Okay, so devotees, who will be the first to ask something?
Okay, so this is question and answer, right?
Yeah, but if you want to share something which now is in your heart, like maybe something about the Kartik months or some news from Gupta Govardhan or from Govinda Farm Festival, anything, we are happy to hear.
Just all is well, and I'm feeling so grateful and fortunate to have such amazing devotional association. Every day we wake up, the temple is there, and we're in this beautiful environment, and we're always being reminded of our ideals and goals, and so much encouragement coming from every direction. So, and it's been wonderful. We just finished celebrating at the Govinda Farm Festival, and we had so many guests from all over the world. Devashish Prabhu from England and Italian devotees. I see Indubala's here, Dandavat. And yeah, a lot of American devotees and Australians and New Zealanders. And it was a very intense 10 days where we got to just a lot of sitting. Everyone was like struggling with that. We were spending hours in the morning together, then in the afternoon together, then the evening together. And it was, didn't you think, Indubala, a lot of sitting, but it was, no one wanted to get up. We were happily just, struggling along, just because the association was so good and so nourishing. And everything at that festival was headed by Srila Bhakti Madhusudan Maharaj, who is ever gracious and kind and loving and encouraging and such a wonderful example. I'm always in awe of him, how transcendental he is, and the perfect African / English gentleman, but he's just so renounced and so simple and so steady and auspicious. It's amazing to be in his presence. So that festival finished just a few weeks ago, and we still have a few guests around from that, and more guests coming from India. A group of ours went on pilgrimage, parikrama, to Vrindavan and a few other places as well with Avadut Maharaj. And so today we have a big group coming, Rasananda Didi from Crimea, and I'm not sure everybody who they are, but we have a car full on the way home right now. So there's always a lot of motion here, a lot of movement, keeping things fresh. And that's just what happens when you live with a community and devotees, and you're always getting a lot of input from every direction in a positive way. And the inverse, if we are alone, that's not a very happy situation for spiritual practice, because if we're by ourselves and we don't have any association, then it's very hard to make progress. You won't have such opportunities to practice humility and tolerance and giving honor to others and being a little pressured. Pressure is good. So we really we don't shy away from pressure and challenges and obstacles because they make us better. So, yeah. Sometimes can be a little overstimulating, all the activity and the crowds and everything, but we can pace ourselves. I do that. Go in my room, close the door, and get some space and grounding, and then come out when I can, interact with everybody. We have to learn, all of us, how to pace ourselves. And it's not the same for everybody. What is pacing for me may be not pacing for you. So everybody has to learn where they're at, what realistically, what is suitable for us. And that may take some time. We might need to have some experience and know, oh, that was too much for me or too little for me. And we don't want to crash and burn prematurely. Gurudev used to, Śrila Govinda Maharaj, he used to tell one beautiful lady devotee of ours in California, her name's Bimala. She's originally Italian, Brazilian, Italian/Brazilian. Bimala Devi, she's a real super servitor in our California community. And she had a tendency to like go off the cliff of like self-sacrificing, self-oblivion, service mood and mentality. She would oftentimes like crash and then have to get back up again. And after some time, Śrila Gurudeva said, die to live, yes. I mean, that is Śrila Sridhar Maharaj's expression. That doesn't mean a physical death. It means like death to the ego, death to the misconception and illusion and all the enemies within us. Die to live, but Śrila Gurudeva would tell Bimala, but don't die prematurely. And that was always something we have to remind her, and also sometimes for ourselves we can learn from that. We can learn from others. It says in the scriptures, an intelligent devotee will learn from others' mistakes. We won't necessarily have to go through them ourselves. So maybe that's not always possible, but at least some of the time. So yeah, I can go on rambling, but if somebody does have any burning questions, we can take them now. And I see Rasananda,
Yes.
Dandavat Rasananda driving in Moscow. Nice devotees. I see Bhakti Lalita and Kiselni, and yeah. Oh, I see Abhazia. And whoa, Braja Kumar Prabhu, it's been ages. And so many of you. I will work on getting my name fixed on Zoom.
Already we see Bhakti Lalita. You already have your name?
Okay, so that must have been automatic.
Yeah. And we have a question from Bhakti Lalita D, and we are thankful she's asking. So in the chat box, I will read. Dandavats Bhakti Lalita, happy to be on Zoom with you. And we are happy also to have you, Bhakti Lalita. And once you said that the scariest thing in spiritual life is when somebody starts to watch one person very closely. Could you recommend how to correct this situation?
Oh, just a little clarity on that, please. What does that mean exactly? Maybe you can read the tell it in Russian first, and then someone can translate it for me, because it's not so clear.
Yeah, I will ask to unmute Bhakti Lalita to hear her voice.
Yes, please tell us, Bhakti Lalita. Can you explain this in just a slightly different way so I can understand? Or you can tell it.
Thank you. So Bhakti Lalita D is saying that sometimes it happens that some senior devotees around us, they start to ask some question like, where have you been, or what you were doing? Some like questions which can be just simple interest, but sometimes it can feel that somebody is going into your personal area and like want to like spy on you. Maybe word spy is not good in this case, but I'm trying just to. And Bhakti Lalita Didi is asking how to, from her side, how to correct such situation, or how to accept such situation, how to behave. This is like that.
Thank you. Now I understand. So, I mean, some of these things, it's just case by case. If that was me in that situation, and with all my training and years with Gurudev, I would take it upon myself to just adjust myself and try to be humble, tolerant, respectful, and keep a good attitude and not react, not like lash out or anything. So like if you feel like someone's monitoring you, you can also think like maybe they're actually caring for me, and try not to react, and be humble, think like, who am I anyway, and tolerant. We must tolerate. Gurudev said, you know, there's no other way to live in this world. If we want some kind of harmony in our lives, we have to be able to harmonize and tolerate with the others in our environment and the elements of the environment, the situations that come in our environment. So really, if we want to come out of difficulties and find some harmony, we have to tolerate and give some respect. Okay, this devotee or these devotees are senior to me and they deserve some honor, then don't hesitate to just give some honor. So I would say the best possible approach would be to adjust yourself. And if you need to, like, you know, take a breather or withdraw a little bit, get a little space, go in your room, close the door like I do. That can help. Little things can help along the way, like taking some breaks and or even just a nice walk. Just go out, chant your japa, and get a break, have some alone time, and try not to react in any negative way, because it won't have any benefit. It will only make matters worse. Then you might get in some conflict, and then it's actually not practicing bhakti. So we are aspiring devotees and aspiring practitioners of the line of bhakti, the line of our gurus. Then we must follow them. And the advice is always Trinadapi Sunichana, be humble, tolerant, give honor. So it can be hard, but that's what we're here for. challenges are good and they keep us going in a progressive way. So good luck with that. You have my best wishes and good hopes. I think you can do it. Bhakti Lalita, you have many years of experience living in the temple, and that's no small feat. You are experienced and have a lot of service that you've rendered, and I think you will be successful. Okay? Any other questions?
Thank you, Bhakti Lalita, and thank you, Bhakti Lalita D. And yes, anybody else, please raise your hand, digital or live one, speak in Russian, Ukrainian, English, any language. We will try.
Yeah.
Or
That's Suresh Krishna Chaitanya Das. That's our Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu in Kharkiv, right?
yes, he now he's in Lviv.
Lviv. Okay.
Yes, he's
My
giving.
dad see his name here. I hope he and Annapurna are well, and going through all the little window boxes and seeing, oh, there you are. Dandavat, Chaitanya Prabhu, nice to see you. Happy memories from Kharkiv. I remember meeting you for the first time, and there are a bunch of us in some little flats, and you came and we had lots of programs with the devotees there. And I was always impressed by your very fine intelligence and good translation skills and your humility. So really good example for all of us. Hope you and everyone are safe. I'm a little hopeful. I'm not diving deep into the current events, but we have a new president in the United States, and he very much, together with Robert Kennedy Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard, she's a Vaishnava. She chants the Mahamantra. She was born in a Vaishnava family, and she was in the military, and now she's been posted in a very important role for peacekeeping. And they're very determined to negotiate and stop the war. So I feel hopeful that soon some relief will come and the devotees can not be in so much trouble and such a difficult situation. And our hearts are always with you. And same with our Russian devotees. We have nothing to do with war. Was I muted?
Yes, now good.
Okay, how long was I muted?
No, just a few seconds. It's something.
Okay. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with us. It's just the environment. It's Kali Yuga. And but some grace is coming, and I think some relief is coming. So let's hope for the best. And I'm glad to see you all keeping well and safe and smiling. There's Narayani. Where are you, Narayani? What
I know that Krishna Chaitanya and Narayani has a beautiful news to share.
New what?
News to share.
Oh, news. What's that?
If nobody is asking question, let's ask them to share.
Please share what's the good news.
Because they are too shy and too humble.
Okay, let's hear from Krishna Chaitanya. Please unmute him. Tell us the news.
Yes. Yes.
Dandavat Pranam, dear Bhakti Lalita, dear devotees. Sincerely, I'm not in the know. Who knows, please speak.
Yes, you are very qualified to speak, and we would love to hear from you.
I do not know what's the news. Sincerely,
Oh, you don't know?
yes, I don't.
You must have some news. Maybe Narayani knows. What is this news we're hearing about?
Dandavat Bhakti Lalita and all devotees. I saw Parameshwara. Yes. I think he very want to say few words and after me.
Okay, so you'll tell us after Parameshwar?
Yes, Parameshwar Prabhu is also in Lviv. It's like now a small Bhakta community.
Я могу на русском, да, спикать?
Yes.
Ага. Бхакти Лалита, Дандаваты. Всем преданным поклоны. Всех радостно видеть. Новости. Какие новости? Мы недавно вот было Govardhan Пуджа, да, и как раз вспоминали, бхактами собрались на программу. Вспоминали, да, о Лиле, об этой, когда Кришна защитил от гнева Индры своих преданных.
So Dandavats Bhakti Lalita and Dandavats all devotees, I'm very happy to see all of you. And yes, recently we had a Govardhana Puja celebration festival, and together with devotees we are discussing this Krishna Lila.
Yes.
Ага. Вот, и, в нынешнее время, как бы в Украине тоже сгущаются тучи, определенные обстоятельства, как бы идет война, летят ракеты, как бы, преданных забирают, тоже некоторые покидают свои тела, вот, такие ожесточенные, как бы, определенные обстоятельства, вот. Угу.
And as in that Lila, there was like clouds from Indra and thunderstorms were falling from the sky. Same is going on in Ukraine now, in Lviv, where Parameshwar Prabhu is now. Like the situation is becoming more stressful, more dangerous because of rocket attacks, and also because now very actively men are taking again the army, and some devotees also, and some devotees pass away there on a battlefield. And
Поэтому мы ограничиваем как бы свои здесь перемещения тоже аккуратно, и как бы с дома особо не выходим или перемещаемся вот только на такси, и как бы публичные программы отменены, и вот, такая ситуация. Ага.
And so now we shut off a little bit our open programs. We are not so moving a lot around the city. We try to move only on a taxi or stay indoor.
Ага. И в один прекрасное утро, прекрасное утро, позвонил Авадут Махарадж на Раяне, вот. И мы получили даршан Гирираджа, даршан Господа Гирираджа, и Авадут Махараджа очень милостиво, и по милости определенных преданных на Раяне, Тиртхи Махараджа, Махавир Махараджа. Авадут Махарадж сказал: этот Господь едет к вам во Львов.
And one beautiful morning, we received a call from Avadut Maharaj, and Narayani Didi was there, and by mercy of Avadut Maharaj and Mahavir Maharaj, Tirtha Maharaj, we not only received the darshan of Sri Giriraj, but also we received great news that this Giriraj is going to come to Lviv.
Wow.
Поэтому, как говорят у нас, вашими молитвами мы просим вашей поддержки всей гуру Варги, чтобы не сойти с этой пути. Потому что пока что лично я нахожусь в том положении, когда любая внешняя волна может сбить меня с толку. Но благодаря вашей милости, есть шанс устоять на этом пути и продолжать совершать попытки в служении.
So I'm begging you for mercy for all of you to bless us, because Parameshwar Das is saying by himself, like about himself, that now he's on that stage that any wave of illusion just hit him, and like that he can lose his path, and that they are asking strength not to stop and to keep their attempts to serve Krishna and serve Giriraj.
You know, I just, you have my full heart and prayers and my affectionate support. I pray that Guru and Krishna will protect you. And really, my heart goes out to all of you. And you know, like I did mention a few minutes ago, that I'm hopeful that some peacemaking can come. So hopefully it's just a matter of time in the near future, hopefully. And keep safe in the meantime. Try to, like you are already doing, minimize your movements. And it's always, they say, don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time, if possible. And wonderful news that Giriraj Govardhan is coming to Lviv. For those of you from different parts of the world, Lviv is very western Ukraine. It's right next to Poland, right?
Yes.
Next to, it's like a border crossing town. And many of our devotees have gone there. But it's inconceivable to me what you go through on a daily basis. I've never lived in a war zone, so I don't know what it's like. And I really can't advise you on that, because you're there and you're living that experience. But for sure, you have spiritual support, and the Lord is with you, and Guru and Gauranga, and now Giriraj. So Krishna bless you more and more. What can I say? And keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing and how things are going, and if we can be of any help anytime. Okay.
Thank you, Parameshwar Das, for the sharing. So now, Bhakti Lalita, you know that Parameshwar Das, Nazar, Krishna Chaitanya, Ananda Rupa Didi, wife of Parameshwar Das Prabhu, Alokananda Didi, maybe from Ukraine. There is like a beautiful community, and there also they were trying to do programs successfully. And Krishna Chaitanya is a great preacher there, and Giriraj first time came there when war started. It was that Giriraj from Kharkiv. He visited Lviv, and he is continuing his traveling. But now from India, Giriraj is coming, and for me personally, it's a great happiness, because I'm from Lviv, and I was dreaming that something like that would be happening there. Now I'm just praying for my brothers and sisters there.
Nadia, you're in Portugal now? Yes.
Yes, I am. I moved here to be more close to Narayani, but anyway, we both are in the same country, but we see each other very rarely. But yes, but even her presence here somewhere, it's auspicious for me, and she will now also share some news.
So now we know you're in Portugal, Narayani. And what else? What news?
Exactly, I'm not in Portugal. Now from India, I go to Malaysia for 1 week
Okay, you were
in Kuala Lumpur now.
you were in India for parikrama. Now you're in Malaysia. Okay, and next?
Next, I have the same blessing like Lviv, and I am shocked because it is so big responsibility, and I'm not qualified to do it alone.
You are.
But Śrila Gurudeva very like shocked me also. That's why I ask you to bless me to do my best. And for
I can only give my
I'm
best,
shocked also.
best wishes and prayers. And I know your capability. You've hosted me many times in Ukraine, and you're the boss. Wherever you go, you're always fully dedicated and very capable.
I hope to see you next month, maybe also.
I hope so. And you're so nearby. Malaysia's next door. So if you get it, hop in for a few days and see us.
I will try. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good news. Jai Giriraj. You know,
Jai.
Sharmar said about Giriraj, for those of you who may not know, Giriraj is a stone from the Govardhan mountain. Govardhan is Krishna, and he's also the best of the servitors of Krishna at the same time. So simultaneously, Giriraj is Krishna, but the gopis, the Braja gopis said he's Haridas Varja, the best of the Haridasas, the servants of Hari, Krishna. So he said, taking one part of the mountain, little Śrila is what we're worshiping here. We have two in our temple. Said a part of the infinite is also infinite. So you can think, if you have a Giriraj, you have the whole Govardhan hill. And you may look small to us, you may look like a stone, but his spiritual potency is of infinite character. And Giriraj is known to be extremely merciful. And if you pray to him, maybe for the wrong thing or something that isn't going to be good for you, we don't always know what is good for us. And we might pray for the wrong thing, something that will not help us. Giriraj is so merciful, he will change our prayer. He will adjust it to make it good for us. And then he will give us that. So that type of, he has some aggressive kind of mercy, not like in ordinary sense, but like he will go out of his way to change your prayer. He's making some movement on his side. He's not passive or neutral or just waiting for you to do your part. He's going out of his way, taking steps towards you to help you. So, very merciful manifestation of Krishna. Giriraj Govardhan. So that's wonderful news. I'm happy for you all, and send us pictures and videos.
I saw already picture only of two bags. There is two almost the same bags which Narayani is keeping on her chest, like on heart. Both of it is with a peacock. One is with green peacock, one with blue. So it's brothers.
Yeah.
So yes.
Right. Any other questions? Who else is here? Rasananda Prabhu, where are you going in the car? What's happening? He's our biggest fan. He's on always
Yeah.
me in the live streams and always sending like greetings and like you're the best. What can I say? We really appreciate your friendship
Да,
and
Бак-
support and such a, you know, you're an auspicious devotee from your birth. And how old are you now? How old are you? So young. What are you, 18?
радостью благодарю, что я прямо всегда смотрел на каждом четверг. Вот. Бхакти Лалита, мы сейчас периодически едем в гости к преданным. Вот. Мы здесь, мы не в Москве, мы под Подмосковье проводим, всегда живем. Вот, проводили программы дома на Махате. Вас прославили, потом мой Гурудев тоже, и алтарик, и Гупта Govardhan тоже прославили. Вот, что я хотел поделиться. Вот. Ну, спасибо за вашим вдохновением. Мне очень счастлив, что всегда со мной следуете, за вашим важным благословением. Ты меня благословила за то, что мы всегда оставались в Москве. Вот, я служил на Кисенатхаме. Вот, я часто, мне очень, я жапы вычитал, когда я сидел на электричку, потом метро сел, от Ховрина до Кузнецкий мост, я выходил, и в Джиганатхе поели, потом я шел в метро. Вот, так что я буду с радостью следить Бхакти Лалита на каждом четверг. Ну, я просто так слушаю, только на английском языке, без русским, но это нормально будет. Кришна.
Сколько вам лет, Расан?
Yeah, you speak.
Что-что?
Сколько вам лет?
You speak.
21.
21. 21. A- And Prabhu is saying that he is very grateful to you for all blessing, and he is always watching Thursday live broadcast, even without Russian, in English, but for him is very inspiring. And he also shared that you blessed him to serve in Kiselny Dham, so he's doing that. And now he's going to visit some devotees. He's going by car with his mother, Hari Lila. She is there. So this is
Dandavat to Hari Lila also. And Dandavat. We're so happy that we have you with us today. And Rasananda Prabhu, like I said, is our biggest fan, and we really appreciate him. And be safe and well, and always see you online. You're an inspiration. Every young boy, girl, you know, if you can give some of all that energy you have, give some of it to Guru and Krishna, you will be so rewarded. You're giving your best, you know, this is the best time in your life. When you have energy, you have power, you can contribute from your side and really build your future going in the right way. In India, like what I'm thinking, I'm just at a loss for words at the moment. But in India, I used to go meet people all the time, some of the young people, and they'd always say that spiritual life is for old age. They'd always think like, wait until you're really old and you like can't walk, you can't do anything, and you know, then you can start to practice spiritual life. But actually, it's the other way around. We want to give when we have energy. We want to give our youth and give our the best days of our life when we are able to come forward and serve in a capable way and use our intelligence and use our facilities and the best times of our life are going to be when we are serving, and we can actually not just make an impact, but like if we have Guru Seva and we're young and we're energetic, we can really do something to please Guru and Gauranga and make some substantial progress. So, yeah, we don't recommend waiting until the last minute when we can no longer function. That's like an Indian misconception. I'd always be running into that with the young girls and boys. We don't want to wait till we're like invalids to try to serve our Guru and Gauranga, and we may not have much time either, because we never know when that inevitable hour may come, and we will be continuing our journey in another plane of existence with uncertainty. What will be our next situation? There's no guarantee at this point that we'll actually have a human birth next time. We're hopeful, especially if we're taking prasadam and serving the Vaishnavas. There's that hope that of course we'll get a better chance in our next life. But there's been some historical accounts, like Bharat Maharaj had to become a deer. That's a long story, but that's an example. It's not always guaranteed that we will get a great opportunity next life. So let's use this life and not wait till we're old. Rasananda Prabhu, great to see you, and you're such an inspiration. Any other questions?
I was just thinking about Anuttama Didi because she's very enthusiastic devotee from Ukraine, our god sister, and I was thinking to ask her something, but she texted in the chat box while I was thinking of her that she's also sending you Dandavats, Bhakti Lalita, and to all devotees, and that she wanted to share that she is very happy about Lviv, that it's really some Lord's magic, because just yesterday before sleep she was thinking about visiting Lviv devotees and dreaming how cool it would be to have some deities like Giriraj in Lviv. And today one of her dreams came true so quickly. So yes.
So happy for you. Please take some pictures and share them. We'd like to see you all gathered together and chanting and dancing, thriving. Be happy for all of us. How are we on time? How's the
Yeah, 5 more minutes. So devotees, for you, it's a chance.
Okay, and maybe make it 10 because I was a few minutes late.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Sorry about that again. Any questions? Suresh Krishna, is that from Riga, from Latvia?
Yes.
Dandavat, Suresh Prabhu. Hope you and all the devotees are well.
Dandavat Bhakti Lalita D, Dandavat. And
Dandavat.
Dandavat all devotees. Yes, we are very good. And tomorrow I'm waiting for the devotees here. I'm not in Riga. I'm another city. It's 250 kilometers from Riga. Yes. And tomorrow will come Harigopal Prabhu, Lavanya Moi, and Mahamandala Didi. So we will have small festival, and local devotees will come too. Tomorrow will be Namahata. So we are very happy to to have opportunity every time to be with devotees. And you know, after festival, after Thailand festival, each night I have dream about the devotees. I see the dreams with devotees. I'm very happy. When I wake up in the morning, I'm so happy because I see devotees in the night time in my dreams. It's very happy dreams. So that is my situation for today.
That's happy. And give my love to all the devotees there. Hari Gopal Prabhu, he's great. He's another young inspiration. And we've known him since he was actually a baby. I've known him since he was in the pram. His mom was pushing him and Gurudev was visiting. And we got to see him grow up in India with us. And what a success story. He's grown up now and successful and educated and devotional and such a good mood. He's kind of our hope, isn't he, for Latvia. So good luck with your upcoming programs. That's wonderful. You're all gathering together. And remember, that was our conclusion, that just increase your activities and service, and that inspiration will remain. You will always be engaged in service and being nourished through that. So well done for you, and good to see you. We were all together just now in the farm in Merim, Thailand. That's 1 hour from us, and we got to see a lot of the devotees here. They came to visit us at the temple. So, yeah. Any last question from anybody? Should I keep picking on people? What are you eating? Raja Kumar, Gurudev would want to know, what are you eating?
Что?
Gurudev, Śrila Govinda Maharaj was always curious, like, what do you eat? And like, where are you going? Where are you going with your bag? And what's in that bag? You'd always inspect my bags. And one time, funny thing happened. We were with Srila Gurudev during the Jagannath Rath Yatra. We were watching the Rath Yatra on television in Calcutta, West Bengal. And we were sitting and watching, and the Rath Yatra festival is live streamed on many television channels in India, like national TV, and they're taking shots of the scene during the festival. It's a massive scene and lots going on. But one particular shot was on our devotees. They were sitting up on a rooftop and they were watching the Rath Yatra festival from the roof, and they were eating something. And Gurudev asked all of us who were sitting there with him, what are they eating? And so we called someone. One that we saw, it was some of our Brazilian devotees, and I forget who else, but I remember Chaitanya Moyi, who's in Rome, and Ananda Moyi, who's in California. They're both Brazilians, but they were eating something, and the national television zoomed in on them, and we were watching from Calcutta. So we called them up, And we saw on television, they're like answering the phone and just said, Gurudev's asking, what are you eating? And they were like, oh, how does he know? We told them, you were just on national television and they got a shot of you eating something. And they're like, we're having breakfast, eating bananas, waiting for Jagannath. But that was a very memorable, funny moment. And I was just reminded by seeing Raja Kumar had his video on and he's eating something, which is okay. Don't be shy. I think you disappeared now. Oh, there you are.
He is there, and we're
Okay.
still waiting to know.
What are you eating? We're wondering.
Что надо сказать?
Breakfast or lunch?
Дандават. Я просто очень голодный и ел прасад от Кришна Муралидхара. У нас от нашего божества. Я просто... Вот, он был очень вкусный. Ну, если кому-то интересно, могу немножко рассказать. Мы находимся с семьей, с Радой Сундари, с Сундаргопалом и Шьяма Сундаром, недалеко от Абхазии, недалеко от этого Эльбруса, маленькой деревни. Живем и пытаемся поклоняться божеству, который пришел к нам из Лахты, от Виджая Рамана Прабху. Вот. Ну, можете перевести, можете.
Yes, that Prabhu is saying that he's sorry, he was very hungry, so he was honoring Prashadam from Krishna Muralidhara deity, the deity which they received from Vijayaraman Prabhu and from Lakhtatham, and now they are worshipping this deity. They are living not far away from Abkhazian ashram, somewhere in Abkhazia. And 4 of them, he mentioned the names, so they are there, and that's the news from
Okay. Don't be shy, sorry, I was just thinking of Gurudev, because we would call him the king of foodies. Gurudev just loved, he was a cook, a really good cook, and he loved prasadam. And he was like a connoisseur and curious, ready to try new things. And so I lived with Gurudev for so long. And I just kind of remember the things that he would like to know and how much he was curious about all of us. And concerned too, making sure we're all getting what we need, we're being well fed. So, and I'm kind of joking a little bit too.
But it's so sweet. It also reminds me the question of Bhakti Lalita D, like that some devotees are trying to inspect her. So
Yeah, and I'm also guilty of that. I'm inspecting.
no, it's good. It also reminds me each time I was taking bicycle to go somewhere in Italy from Villa Govinda, and also Madhusudan Maharaj was also asking always. And yes. And I was asking him permission to have a scooter motorbike, and in Thailand I was trying to do as he was doing, that he was using motorcycle only in the seva. Because of seva, he was not allowing himself to go on a motorbike just to see just to enjoy. So yeah, this is good, because now it's like this sweet inspector is in my head too.
Really, the devotees have care for us. They're always our guardians. So, but I was kind of joking. I'm not joking and remembering Gurudev. And happy to see Raj Kumar and all of you. So we can conclude here, and it's been a pleasure. And I'm always available to be helpful in any way. Don't hesitate. You can always send a message. Most of us are using Telegram. I'm also on Telegram. And it may take me a little time to respond, but if there's anything I can ever do, send a line. And I'm here at your service.
Thank you, Bhakti Lalita. It's
Śrila Bhakti Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Om Vishnu Śrila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Bhagavan Śrila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Rupananda Guruvada ki jai. Jai Śrila Bhakti Siddhir Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Śrila Bhakti Bimala Vadit Maharaj ki jai. Śrila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudhan Maharaj ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mad Acharya Vrind ki jai. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Go Premanande, all the assembled devotees ki jai. Go Premanande.
Srimati Bhakti Lalita ki jai. Thank you for this sweet hour.
Thank you for engaging me.
Dandavats to all. Thank you, Yuva TDD, for translation, Narayani for organization, and those who were active, thank you. Those who were not, I remember you. Next time you you will be the first. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, Nadia Sundari.
Uh-oh. Dandavats.